Hi everybody, and I'm here with another ArtSnacks, and this is the January 2017 box. I'm sorry that you can see this box. It's like weird and I can't set it up good. So I just cut it so I can do it, so I haven't seen inside, so let's see. Oh! This is, ooh, okay, so it's a bunch of drawing pencils. There's a 6B, a 2B, an HB, an M, an S, and a white. Oh, I think that means medium soft and white. Okay, yeah, there's a white pastel, a soft charcoal, a medium charcoal, an HB, 2B, and 6B pencils. So that's cool. And then I got some sweethearts. No, wait, this is the February 2017. Okay, and then the sticker, which is actually has like a line on it. That's weird. The sticker. And then that just tells you what's in it. So let's see what's in the green little package thing. Ooh, this is packaged tight. It's probably maybe blending stumps. Ooh, it's loud. Oh, ooh, we got a lot of stuff this week. Okay, so there's this Crink permanent ink marker, and it looks like it's an orange, but we'll see. And then another Kurotaki clean color brush pen, but it's like not an actual brush like some other ones that I've gotten. It's like a foam brush. And then we got these, I have two Stablo pens. I actually got one another time. It's this one, but these two are a brown and a red. So I'm going to swatch all these and I'll see you guys in a sec. And this is cool because if you can tell, it's pink instead of not. So I think that's cool. So with these pens, the tips are like a marker instead of the one that I got a couple times. It's like a fine one. So the ones I got this week are like a marker. So these are all of the things that they look like. The Crink is actually just a black marker, which is cool. And then this is a carmine red, and then these are the two markers. And these are what the pencils and the charcoal look like. And that's what they look like on paper. So I'll be back with a speed paint of using just these art supplies. So I am going to be using just a normal eraser, but that will be it, just the eraser, just so I can erase some of the pencil lines. But yeah, that would be all. Hey everyone, and I'm here with a voiceover, and my idea for the drawing, I'm actually doing this a day later because I had to think of an idea. At first I was thinking like, okay, so there's red, I could do something with like blood, and at first I did something with like a girl with blood for hair, and I did a sketch for it, and I just didn't like it. I didn't know what the concept was going to be, and then I had an idea of doing Marceline because I was looking at Jenna Drawing's drawing Amino, and I saw that she had Marceline, and her colors are like, and Marceline's colors are black, gray, and red. So I was thinking I could do her, and then this just random idea popped into my head of this girl kind of like looking over her shoulder, and I was trying to do kind of like a perspective thing where it's like kind of back, where it's like a 3/4 view of her body, and then she's like looking over her shoulder. So I did a sketch of that in pencil, like a small sketch, and then I made it bigger. And the reason why you didn't see me doing just the very first part of sketching is because I didn't want to keep erasing if I did. So I just laid out the basic guidelines and then I started sketching from there. And it skipped a little part when I was doing her eyelashes, but I did her eyelashes in the charcoal pencils. So yeah. And in this whole piece, I really didn't use the brown marker like at all. I only used it in her eyes and in my signature later on. I only used it in my signature because you can't really tell where the brown is. The white I used for the whites of the eyes, and then the tear that's in her eye, and I also used it for some highlights, like just small highlights. I did like a kind of a different technique for the hair. Basically, it's different than how I usually do hair, which is just a block, but since this piece is like movement, I wanted to make the hair in like individual pieces. Not like each strand, but you can tell that there are different pieces of the hair instead of just an outline and it's all colored in, like how I normally do. I outlined the dress in black I outlined everything, not in black, but in the 6B pencil, just to give it an outline-ish feel since my style is still cartoony. And now I'm shading just some of the pieces with the HB, but later on I just covered that up with the Crink paint marker. And now I'm doing some charcoal in the hair because the hair is black and it's mostly charcoal, and then a little bit of just marker strands later on. I did her tongue red, and then I went over it in black charcoal later, just to give it a little bit of a red tone to her tongue. And this is where I also added some paint marker to the mouth to make it darker in the black area. Now this is where I'm doing the dress, and I just go over the whole thing in black because I wanted the dress to stand out, and I was contemplating on whether I should do the main dress black or red, and I decided on black as the main color, because black is mostly the main color of this piece, and the red is in accents in the bow, and I added lips to her later. And the Crink marker, what am I saying? Okay, let me start over. I'm sorry. The Crink marker has a reversible tip, so you can pull it out and then flip it, and it can have a large bullet nib or a chisel nib, which I think was pretty cool. Now I'm coloring the bow with just a flat red with the brush marker, and then afterwards I try to add some shading with the bullet marker or pen. Now I'm just making it look more like the dress has a sleeve. And this is when I'm using the bullet side. And now I'm just putting in parts of the hair just as the marker so it can look more of a dark black. And I think it really made the hair look good. The hand I had a lot of trouble on trying to do earlier on when I was sketching it because I didn't know what position I wanted the hand to be in, and I had a hard time doing from the view from the pinky side instead of the thumb, since I've been doing that a lot. But now I got the pinky side, and I think it looked pretty good. And now I'm just adding some shading with the pencils. I'm just doing her eyebrows now because I forgot to do them. Since the ArtSnacks box didn't come with a blending stump, I had to use my finger to blend it out because I didn't want it to be such harsh shading. I wanted it to be a little bit blended. Now I'm putting marker like just around because I wanted it to look like darkness was like closing in on her. So I did that with the marker first, then the 2 charcoal pencils, and then I added a little bit on the edges with the 6B pencil, and then on the inside closest to her I put a little bit of the white pastel pencil. Now I'm signing it, and I'm just adding more brown to the eyes and a little bit more, and now I'm doing the lips because I thought it needed to look more girly. I mean, it's not really a girly piece, but I thought the lips add a little bit more dimension to the face because I thought the face was really bland. I'm just adding more detail with the marker. And putting more black around her. This is a close-up view of the picture. I hope y'all like it. I really do. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!